Bing. Alright, we live on the motherfucking video. I'm gonna take these headphones off because they're not coming through there.
Yeah.
Bradley.
What up with you?
What's up, bro? How you doing, bro?
Hey, man.
Glad to have you in the building, man.
Yeah.
Man, so first off, I just want to set the record straight. I have not been flexing on you as far as like all the shit, bro. Life been crazy. And
nah, man, it's all good, bro.
Definitely still got you on the show because I was supposed to put you on like 2 shows back. Actually, third Monday in June.
In June?
Yeah, third Monday in June.
Okay.
Big back at Petra's. Another underground fundraiser.
Okay.
Trying to perform at that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I send you all the details.
Cool, man.
Boom. It's just like that. It's more or less. We're trying to tell people. It's not less. I be trying to duck people. Hey, babe, can you bring me a lighter? I be trying to duck people. Bro, that's a lot of shit, bro.
I mean, I'm seeing your wall right now. I'm a little jealous. I need to get one of these because, I mean,
bro,
you got everything like...
Lowe's, bro. This is actually, man,
I'm
actually about to erase this whole thing. I put this up here, I say, a week after the New Era Music Fest. Because after that had happened, I just dumped my brain. Well, I dumped my entire brain in that festival, so I was like, I gotta stop.
Yeah,
so I relaxed, and then I was like, damn, what's next? So I just put out what's next, think outside the box, experience is key, and then a whole bunch of just different ideas. And honestly, a lot of these shit's getting scrapped, except for the YoCLT Raps and the tour. And then I might do a little, I might do this one over here in the corner.
Flag football joint?
Might do it, but I don't know.
Y'all play basketball too? I know y'all ball out
Oh, what's his name? My boy Stevie. I said, what's his name? My boy Stevie. Shout out Kumo Stevie Blanco. Okay. Him and Vinci, they do the CLT Street 3-on-3.
Hey.
So they do he said they was gonna bring that back this year. So
that I am with,
yeah,
for sure. If y'all bring that back and y'all need a point guard.
You hear that? You hear that, Stevie?
Holla at me, Stevie.
The streets.
What's up?
Bradley represents the streets right now. The streets. The streets they want that CLT Street. I ain't get a chance to go out there last year, but Phils was DJing. I had mad pictures. The shit looked lit. So yeah, he said he's gonna do it again. There was that was it not Hawthorne Park, but the park that's right there off of North Davidson and Parkwood. So right there.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. That's actually a really nice park. It get a little hot out there though.
Yeah, ain't got no shade over the goddamn over the basketball court. But it was pretty. I mean, they said it was pretty fly, so I'm excited for it next year. But I mean, these boards, bro. Shout out Lala Specific because I mean, I went to her crib and she had a whole bunch of them, and she actually gave me, I don't know, one of these smaller ones, and then she told me where to go. You go to Lowe's. I don't know the name of the type of board, but it's like a whiteboard. You can write on, you can white off. I mean, obviously you see like if you don't write off for a minute, like they do stay on there. But
it stays on there. Yeah, it kind of gets dirty and shit.
Yeah, I just use a motherfucking Swiffer though, so you can just Swiffer. Yeah, Swiffer that bitch off. Cause I think it's like a building material, but just go like I don't know what it's called, but you can go to Lowe's and you go to like the where the sheets of like sheetrock and all that shit is at. Yeah. And just tell them like there's a whiteboard type material, it's slit, you can write on it, and do it at the Lowe's and University. It took me a minute to for us to like figure it out, but when I saw it, I was like, yeah, it's that.
This is what I need.
Yeah, it's literally just like a whiteboard. You can write on it, you can wipe off, you can write on it. If you write on it consistently, you can just wipe it right off.
Just wipe it right off.
But if you stay on there for a long time, like you put your I use this bigger one for my plans and shit. Yeah. So you put your plans on there, you know. But yeah,
man, I feel you, dog. I'll forget my motherfucking wallet, phone, everything, dog.
Phone, wallet, keys, check, bro. You gotta say that before you leave, dog.
So I know, like, when it comes to shows and shit, like, this shit just blows my mind sometimes because between like working, trying to get money, and then trying to manage your motherfucking music, it's just a lot. Recording, making sure shit's done with the album and whatnot. So
and we all trying to penny pinch, and these shits was like $20.
20 bones?
Some shit like that. Yeah, it's like a big ass.
Big ass one.
It's like a big ass sheet, and asked if he cut it up for me. He cut it up for me. I got the big one, and then I had like 3 smaller ones. And then, so I think I had like 4 or 5.
So all of these came together.
Yeah, they were all like one piece, and they cut them. They just cut them down. Like I said, I think Lala might have gave me this one, but it was like that was one that was part of that one, and there was another one. They cut it up. But it's like 20 bones, and like, cause if you look up whiteboards, like whiteboards like $100-something for a big ass whiteboard.
Like a real nice one, like a real one.
I'm like, damn, bro, I just need some shit to write on, cause like you said, it's when as younger artists or artists in general, we got our own managers, and we got lives, so we gotta manage our lives, trying to manage our music, and then if you're doing things outside of music, like I do a podcast and I throw shows, that's a lot of shit.
That's a lot of shit to manage.
And I'm like, bro, like, I mean, they say you only use 10% of your brain. I don't believe that, but at the same time, I'm a visual person. I forget some shit, and that shit go to the other 90% that I'm not using, and I'd be like, fuck.
I'm in the same boat, dog. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you know what I'm saying, maybe I'll turn up one day and I may forget to do something that's important the next day. I'm sleeping in and shit.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Get caught slipping. Get caught slipping. But yeah, man, so how you been on the music scene, bro? What you been working with, bro? You got any music coming out? You working on a new album? Where you at?
Yeah, man. Yeah, dog. Like, so I just dropped motherfucking What's Love. Dropped
Yeah, I saw you went outside and got the tape.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I see you sitting on the throne.
Yeah, man, trying to do something with it. But yeah, I just dropped that, man. It's about 8 tracks on the CD version, but online it's everywhere. It's on Apple Music, Tidal, whatever you like to stream off of. BradleyCLT, What's Love. And yeah, man, I feel like I really want to just have a soulful vibe on that one. It's kind of like a prelude to what I got coming down the pipe, man. I got some big shit coming.
Oh, so it's more like an EP? It's
more like an EP.
I guess.
It's not necessarily an album. I just wanted to kind of test the waters a bit, get my feet wet in terms of Charlotte music scene. You know what I'm saying? I kind of been out of the loop for a while, and I wanted to.
Because I remember you being mad active, and then what happened? Where'd you go?
I mean, I didn't really go anywhere. I was just trying to stack cheese. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, you know, in this time of my career, I really got to pinpoint and be strategic about the shit that I do.
Definitely.
Because of that, I kind of planned this tape out this year. I went to South by South. When you know, you was at South by Southwest. I was out there last year trying to make connects.
You go this year?
I didn't go this year. I'm planning on going
next year
to Atlanta. Well, I'm planning on going to Atlanta this year.
A3C.
Yeah, okay, that's where I'm trying to be at. I got a plug out there that might have an opportunity. So I've just been trying to spread my name wherever I can, and now it's time to really like actually give people some music.
And what product?
And
a little bit of that blue magic.
That blue magic, baby.
All right, man. So talk to me about the project. Like, what I see Nodges on here. So what's the overall vibe? It's called What's Love? It's romance. Is what you got.
Right.
Breakup. Well, I know it's not a breakup because Rihanna's in the building.
I got my lady.
So I know it's not a breakup. So what's the whole? What's love?
Yeah. Exactly. So the premise behind it is love is a very perception-driven concept, right? Where it could be love for what you love to do, this music shit. It could be love for the streets. It could be love for the money. It could be love for your woman. It could be love for sex, drugs, Xannies, whatever the fuck it is you're doing. So the album or the EP rather, it kind of dives into that. What do you love? And what does it mean to feel love and get love from other people? What does it mean to feel admiration when we hop on stage and shit and people show us love? What's that feel like? So I dive into that shit on there. And then there's some relationship topics as well. But really and truly, it's just about taking the concept of love and running with it. A lot of people don't know, but CLT does not stand for Charlotte. It stands for Conscious Love Theory, which essentially means a theory of consciously loving thy neighbor. So it's kind of a biblical reference, but essentially I took that concept from that name and developed this EP. And you know, so I'm gonna leave it up for interpretation. Y'all check it out. Y'all tell me what love means to y'all and how y'all kind of feel about it. But I got some bars on there.
So conscious love theory is what CLT is for.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Okay, so I thought it was you're not from Charlotte.
I'm not from Charlotte.
I didn't think so. You're from like up north, right?
Yeah. So I'll give a little bit of my backstory. I'm originally from Queens, New York.
I can hear it.
But I moved down to
you
South
said
Carolina.
stack cheese. I was like, that's New York. That's New York right there.
Yeah, man, you gotta eat your bread. But I moved down to Rock Hill, South Carolina when I was pretty young. So, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to like Crawford Road, you know what I'm saying, Boyd Hill, the whole hood in Rock Hill, you know what I'm saying? But then I ended up moving to Atlanta, and I spent my freshman year in high school in Atlanta just because of some family shit.
So you was in middle school in Rock Hill?
Middle school in Rock Hill, and then high school in Atlanta, and then my mom got into some things and then we ended up coming back to Rock Hill. So long story short, man, I'm really from the north end of South, but primarily I was raised in South Carolina, dog. So 803, what's up?
So how'd you make it up to Charlotte? Because you passed Charlotte the first time. You went about 30 minutes past Charlotte and ended up at Rock Hill. So how'd you end up back here?
So I never was really in Charlotte to begin with. I just had friends that were here when I was in Rock Hill, and we used to come up and like party up here. We used to be on the east side and shit, drinking and shit in high school, you know, doing shit we ain't supposed to be doing. But that was my getaway from Rock Hill. But I never really lived in Charlotte. I didn't really know anybody in Charlotte except for my couple homies. Yeah. So long story short, when I got out of college, I was like, by the way, I went to Coastal Carolina. When I got done with that,
hey, shout out J No 24.
Yeah, man. What's his name?
Josh Norman.
Josh Norman. He went to Coastal, man.
And Mike Toby.
It's a lot of athletes coming out of there, dog. Like, it's actually becoming a really established school.
I can believe it.
It's becoming real big. But anyway, after I got out of there, I was like, I don't want to go back to Rock Hill. I'm not really fucking with Atlanta. I feel like it's oversaturated. Where can I go? And I'm like, Charlotte's like perfect. You know what I'm saying? My mom's is close. It's an up and coming city, but it's still vibrant. I feel like the music scene is about to take off. You got cats like De Niro, Ferrari. You got cats out here, you know what I'm saying? Jay Sosa out here doing their thing. So I'm like, shit, why not take my chances out here, bro? Been out here for a few years now, and you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling it.
Okay, so you in the city now. Did Charlotte, did the CLT from Charlotte help you come up with conscious love theory, or did you already have conscious love theory before you moved to Charlotte?
So
like, what's the connection? Because I know it got some kind of connection.
Absolutely. So it kind of plays on words a little bit. I do love the aspect that initially I'm coming from Charlotte. People see CLT, perfect, and then Bradley's my last name. So it's kind of like a.
I was all fucked up. I thought Bradley was your first name.
Nah. Damn. So Bradley my last name, right? So I was like, what can I? Originally, I dropped mixtapes under the name Jay Sinatra, right? So I thought I was Jay Sinatra for a long time, nigga. You know
that's why I'm like, I know, that's why I'm like, I know you, like I know, and I've listened to your music before, and I'm you ducked off and you come back.
And I come back.
BradleyCLT, okay, you motherfucking Sasuke died. You goddamn 11 came back with the motherfucking goddamn Orochimaru.
Speaking of Naruto, if y'all want to see me in Storm 4, I will fuck y'all up. So I don't know if you play Storm.
Hey, bro. First off, I ain't played Storm 4, and I ain't played Storm 4. I played Storm 3. I ain't played like Naruto games on.
In a minute.
I haven't played next generation games in a minute.
Okay.
If you're trying to see me in NBA Street Volume 2,
oh damn,
when we're done in the podcast, nigga, we can go to living room.
I mean, we can try it out.
Bust that ass.
I ain't played that shit in years. I'm
That's
surprised you got that shit.
Bro, I got all the classic PS2 games except for Def Jam Vendetta and Def Jam Fight for New York.
What?
So if you look, cause I can't, then bro, it's just like
you got Icon? Did you play?
Nah, I played them all. I don't have them though.
Oh,
and they, you gotta buy them off Amazon and shit. It's just like $75. I would gladly pay $70. I got Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
Ooh.
I paid $60 for
that. I will play you, man.
Right, just get it in, bro.
I fucks with Tenkaichi too. So y'all out there that play Dragon Ball Z and Naruto, holla at me. I got the Xbox One.
You watching Boruto?
So you know what? I haven't been able to dive into Boruto yet because
don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
Have you seen the movie?
I saw the movie.
Hey, you seen Boruto? You've seen it so far. You can hop in right now, and they're like right in the. I think they just went to the finals. I saw, but they have new characters.
Why am I seeing grown? I'm seeing grown Boruto, adult Boruto already. Are they?
No, they showed grown Boruto in the beginning, like That's the only reason why I'm still watching this shit, because the first minute they showed like where Boruto was going. That motherfucker was like on some G shit. And I was like,
yeah, like the Byakugan.
Yeah, I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Right.
So I'm watching this shit and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? Because, I personally already believe that they fucked up the whole rollout of Boruto because they put Boruto out before Naruto ended. And so, like, you saw who was going to get together and who had babies and shit. So that already fucked up my head. And then now, like, the series is the exact adaptation of the movie. And it's just been, like, sprinkles in of dope shit. Like, super spread. Like, hey, bro, here you go. She's like, bitch. But...
It's really. Somebody told me it's a really slow beginning.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You can watch it right now, and if you've seen the movie, you don't have to watch any. I think they're episode like 58 or going on 59. Like you don't have to watch these 59 episodes if you've seen the movie.
Because it was just fillers.
Yeah, basically all it is just dumbass fillers. And now that they're in the fact, like I said, I think they're going to the finals of the Chunin exam.
Okay.
So
shit, now it's heating up.
Shit, because it's Boruto versus Shinki, which is Gaara's adopted son. Who has basically Kazekage, the second Kazekage, the Iron Sand. He has that ability mixed with Gaara's like self, like what a sand would just like come up and so he has that shit versus whack ass Boruto, and Boruto had like a little gauntlet.
Has he been? I thought he'd been training with Sasuke though.
I mean, he's still whack though, cause he relies on the gauntlet type shit. That little. So he gonna use that shit. He gonna fuck it up. Everybody gonna realize he been cheating. So that's what's gonna happen.
That's what happened in the movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's where they're at. And that's where they're at.
And then all of a sudden, the real enemy comes.
Yeah, basically that's what, because the real enemy has already started to come to, like about 6 episodes ago. The dude was like, "Well, I'm about to head to Earth," and they already fucked up the 8 tails, and then they fucked up Gaara, but Gaara survived because he don't got the 1 tails no more. And then, so they're already on Earth, so they about to start heating up now. But I be telling people, like, you ain't seen the shit?
Don't watch
the shit. You can watch this Thursday when it come out, or this Tuesday when it come out.
And you know they did the game. If you haven't played the game yet, like Storm 4, they told that whole story in Storm.
That's what I thought. Like, I'm like, yo, y'all already like have told the whole Boruto story. So like, why y'all going? Like, at least with Dragon Ball Super, like it didn't go as you watch Super, right? You watch Super?
I see. I didn't get into Super either.
Oh, bro, Super's
dope.
And
I was trying to figure out where did they take it after that generation.
Hop into Super like midway through Super. You really can just hop into Super at the beginning of Tournament of Power. Like to be honest. Like, that's the only arc that matters, because if you saw the Golden Frieza movie and then you saw the other movie, then you saw the first 2 seasons of Super. The only season that really matters is the Tournament of Power. That's when niggas turned up. But even in the Tournament of Power, I think it was OP. Like, they kept making niggas way stronger and getting stronger in minutes, because each episode is a minute. So I'm like, bro, it's only been like 2 minutes since the nigga got his ass whooped, and now he going Super Saiyan God.
Now he's super, yeah.
And I was like, bro, he literally just got his ass whooped and had to recover some stamina. I know he ain't recover enough to go God, but so it was like OP like that, but it was still good. So what's your top animes then?
Definitely my top anime. People gonna be mad at me, but I fuck with Dragon Ball Z, but I fuck with Dragon Ball GT. Nobody likes GT. Nobody likes the story. But I think I love the way they did it. Like, I like the dialogue. I like it was more tension in the storyline to me. And it was more serious to me. GT was. The other ones, I mean, everybody loves Dragon Ball Z. Those are always
I just played Dragon Ball like 2 months ago for the first time. Dragon Ball's pretty hard.
Classic, dog. But I just feel like GT took it to that more mature level. And since I had watched Dragon Ball Z, I was looking for something a little more mature. They had Super Saiyan 4, all that good shit. And it made more sense to me how they were going Super Saiyan 4, because they were giant monkeys, and then they just condensed their power. And then, of course, Naruto. Shippuden was dope. A lot of fillers, though.
Yeah.
A lot of fillers.
They got mad fillers in Shippuden. You could probably take out like 200 episodes.
Yeah, because there's just so many fillers. But those are really my top 2, man. You know, I haven't got a chance to really watch anything new. Although I did watch that shit with Jaden Smith on Netflix. You peeped that shit?
Oh yeah, YoCLTRaps?
That was kind of
I fuck with that.
I fuck with that shit. So you need to watch that.
This nigga's like
Netflix.
It was like rich sarcasm.
Right.
So I didn't get some of it, but I can just
tell it was
he was like trashing.
He was swagging though.
Yeah, I can tell he was swagging and he was trashing the rich society. So I was like, hey, I don't really, you know, saying some of these jokes I don't get because I don't really know shit about designers, but I understand. Right. I understand your intent, and I want YoCLTRaps 2 to come out. So let's see. Outside of music, well, outside of anime, what influences your music besides anime, real life, and shit? Where else you draw inspiration from?
Absolutely, man. Well, obviously, like you said, real life, but really, man, just people around me, dog. Like I'm a person of I'm very observant. I'm like a introvert, outrovert, if that makes any sense. Like I can be very outroverted. I love social environments, but I really am also very isolated in the fact that I will go to a party and be by myself and be just fine. Yeah. Or I could be in the mix, whatever. But I like to observe shit. I learn from people's mistakes. I learn from, you know, past mistakes, and then I put that in my music. So a lot of the times, my music is almost what's the word I'm looking for? A time machine, where I go back in time and tell stories and events that I've gone through over a certain amount of time. So when I ducked off for a bit, you know what I'm saying, that this music right here from the What's Love that just dropped is basically telling you
where you was doing,
what I was thinking, where I was at, and where my mindset was at in that time frame.
And then I haven't pressed play on here, so obviously I want to go in a little bit of detail. What was your mindset at? What was going on with Bradley or Jay Sinatra? What made Jay Sinatra leave Charlotte? Not necessarily leave Charlotte, leave the scene, and then come back BradleyCLT.
Yeah, man. So you know, when I was Jay Sinatra, I just felt like Sinatra is a very classy name. I fucks with it. It took on a certain persona of Frank Sinatra, which we all know, who was a superstar in his own right. And it was cool. You know, I started when I was 15, so that name was dope. But as I got older, I hit about 23, and I was just like, who am I? Like, who do I want to be? Yeah. If I, you know, Lord bless me to make it larger in this game or make profit from this game, who do I want to be known as? Who do I want people to see me as?
What name would I leave behind?
Exactly. So I want to leave my name behind. I want to leave behind Bradley. That's who I am. I love the persona of Sinatra is huge, is great. But that's not.
You want Bradley to be Sinatra.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, if you become Jay-Z as Jay Sinatra and you pass, the thing that lives on is the name Sinatra.
Right.
Which isn't your name.
Which isn't my name. So in other words, I'm basically personifying this person even further.
Exactly. And then 20 years from now, when people go back and listen to your music, oh, who is Jay Sinatra? Oh, Jay Sinatra was inspired by Frank Sinatra and they gonna listen to him, and now this motherfucker eating off you.
Exactly.
Exactly. I definitely can understand. So, was it some meditation, or where did conscious love theory come from? Like Bradley's your last name, but where did conscious love theory? Like, how did you those three?
Yeah, man. I seen a lot of fucked up shit in my life, and I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, and I'm sure everybody has seen different things. So I say that to say, in my mind, what is the most powerful tool on this earth? And to me, it's love. To me, you know what I mean, love in the aspect of not just like romantic, lovey-dovey, like romantic comedy shit, but like love in the sense of admiration for other people and treating people with respect, and you know what I'm saying, loving thy neighbor and even loving thy enemy. You know what I'm saying? That's hard to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when I say love thy enemy, I mean, you know, think from their perspective. Why do they feel that way, or why are they coming at you a certain way? I think when you do that, that's a sense of love. And you gotta love yourself at the end of the day. But I feel like you gotta make a conscious effort to do it, because humans' natural emotion sometimes is to do the opposite. Is to hate motherfuckers and to be like vindictive and like angry and mean. But I feel like if you can consciously get away from that, that shit sets you apart. It turns you into a better human being for the long run, regardless of what you do. I don't care if you a scientist, doctor, lawyer, rapper. For the long run, you doing shit with love. So that's what I came from.
Facts. I feel like personally, I was talking to my girl Cash.
Yeah.
And yesterday we was talking about like, well, I believe love. And I actually would like, if I were to ask you, what do you think love is?
Yeah.
Like, how would you answer that question?
I think love is someone's unselfish act to, what's the word I'm looking for here? Want something better for somebody else. An unselfish act for someone else is love to me.
And see, me, to simplify that, I would say that love is a bond.
Okay.
It's super simple.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, true.
And then if you go to what a bond is what keeps atoms together. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Covalent bonds is how, and when you have these atoms that are together, atoms coming together form matter, and that matter forms, you know, this table, this microphone, you, me, the stars.
Flesh, bone, everything, yeah.
All that shit. So it's like, I was talking to Cash, and I was like, to me, with love being like a bonding thing, and love is an energy, I just believe that like love is universal bonding. And matter of fact, let me bring my book out, because I actually wrote this shit down. It was in the bathroom.
You got some rhetoric for me to hear?
Yeah, bro. So I'm gonna see, because like you're on the same vibe. So I was doing some math or whatever, and I was just looking at like ones and zeros. You know, they say we live in the matrix. It's ones and zeros, right?
Right.
So you got one and you got a zero, and then you also have a series of circles and dots. That'd be like your creative side. You know, it's the same thing though. The dot would be the one, and then the circle would be the zero. It just depends on
how you looking.
Who's looking at it? Right. If it's a mathematician, I'm gonna see a 1 and 0. If I'm a drawer, it's a circle and a dot.
Computer hacker or whatever.
I'm gonna see a circle and a dot. Right. So that's where you have. They say we live in a non-binary world. I believe that to an extent within the binary world. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look within everything, there are polars. You got north, south, east, west, left, right, eastern hemisphere, western hemisphere. Right brain, left brain, so circles, dots, you know, circles, dots, ones and zeros, be the same exact, you know what I'm saying, kind of thing. And then, so I'm like, all right, if you got ones and zeros, that would be your order and function, because that's what ones and zeros do. Your mathematicians, those kind of people keep
set the laws, essentially,
order and function. And then your circles and dots, your creative would be flow and allowance, because you continue to flow, but you're only going to allow certain things. That broke it down. I was like, okay, bet. So order and function, flow and allowance. Well, order and function, from what we know about left-brained people and right-brained people, your mathematicians are very left-brained. That's your masculine. And then you have your right brain, which is your creative thinking, which is your feminine. So it's like circles and zeros, lines and dots is just another way to say left versus right, masculine and feminine.
I agree.
Which is the same way, like a left versus right. And then I got to heart and mind. And so normally I was like, you would want to put the heart in the creative, but really the heart would be the ones and zeros because the heart's whole function is a function. It's if the heart isn't hearting, the heart don't do a heart motion.
You gonna die.
You gonna die.
Right.
Like the heart whole entire job is to function and to control the whole function of this whole entire vehicle because without that, the creative brain can't even function without the heart.
They can't function without each other.
Exactly, they can't function without each other. And then the same thing, breaking it down, goes to day and night. And so that's the same thing. So then you get to those numbers as ones and twos. So it's like you have two halves.
Yeah.
But they always equal up to one thing. So you got 2 plus 1. All right, well, 2 plus 1 equals 3. So I was like 2, 1, and they produced the 3. And I was like, all right, so what's the 3 then? I was just writing numbers, and I was like, so what's? I'm like, so what does 2 halves of one whole equal? I was like, well, if you got 2 halves, they make one whole. So husband and wife, they hold their relationship. They produce offspring. Okay, bet. That's
the 3.
That's 1 3. That's 1 3. All right, well, you have 2 halves, and they're now whole. Well, that also produces balance because it's now 2 halves. That's now 1 whole. That's balance. I was like, all right. And then it was like you have 2 halves that produce 1 whole. Well, that 2 halves being one, that 1 whole is being held together by love, so that produces love. So I'm like, you have love, balance, and you have offspring produced by these 2 halves equaling 1 whole. I'm like, all right, okay. So I keep going down. I'm like, well, what is love? That's why I got to, well, like, love is universal bond. Like, that's what that is. That's how, if you love thy neighbor and that means you fuck with this person. You don't hate them. That's not cut off. You don't necessarily, like with Kanye West and Trump, you don't necessarily have to, you know what I'm saying, go suck Trump's dick. But, like, if you saw Trump in the street, you're not going to be the person that go shoot the nigga.
Right. You're not going to have that malice in your heart despite what you may feel about this man. And that's what
hate is. You know? So I'm like, if you don't hate somebody, you ain't going to run up on somebody and stab this nigga and slit his throat and walk off like nothing happened and not care. You don't hate this motherfucker.
Exactly. You
just don't have as much love for him or them as you could possibly have.
And it takes exactly. So I feel like that in human beings, we have to do things consciously. We have to I won't say force ourselves to do it, but we have to try harder to not be in that sense of hate and that sense of I don't fuck with that person, so I ain't never gonna talk to you again in my life. And that shit is hard. Yeah, and
if you think about it like any kind of circuit, or you think about like an LED light where they got like a whole bunch of little lights. Yeah. You think about 3 lights in a row, they all fucking with each other. We all on, but as soon as that one light goes out, if you think about it, me, you, and then Rihanna or whatever, is we hate or we both hate you, and that light is out.
Yeah.
You can visually see that shit, and it fucks up the whole picture. And since we just lights, you know what I'm saying, we just see that this nigga's out, we just see the lights on, but we don't realize that when you look at the whole entire light, that actually that's fucked up, and we really need to love you so we can cut that light back on so we can make the whole picture look the way it's supposed to look. And that's why you gotta have that love, because that's that bond, that's that energy.
Like it's that energy, dog.
Without that energy and that light being off, if you just being one light, but if we hate a whole bunch of motherfuckers, now the whole LED screen is out, so you can't even see what the picture was supposed to be.
Dog, it's in every facet of every religion, bro. I mean, from karma to Buddhism to Christianity to
everybody.
Every religion, man, is a sense of give and take, push and pull, and and
universal
it's all about,
It's saying every universal love. Bro. Because, like, every religion, that's one thing, speaking of religion, like, I'll get back to this, but just speaking of religion, that's one thing that really, like I said in one of my teacher talks, it pushed me away, because it's like, y'all speak about love, but then y'all don't practice it. You know what I'm saying?
And I think, so I'll push back a little bit of that, and I'll say this, because I don't know your beliefs, but I'm a strong believer in Christ.
Yeah.
And I do believe in that in a sense where I believe that there is a higher power, and that higher power loved us enough to make an exception. I believe that was Jesus or Yahshua, whatever you want to call him. May not have been exactly 18 years ago. It could have been fucking 2001 year ago. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. But I do believe that we have taken it and turned it into a systematic thing.
For sure.
But I do believe that some of these people existed and worked miracles in their time, and I do believe Jesus was one of them. In that same sentence, though, I do believe, like you said, some of the people that claim to be Christian or claim to be Muslims, and that's not a diss to anybody, but I do believe there are those people that still carry hate instead of love. Because regardless of whatever religion you in, if you carry love, it's gonna shine through you. It ain't fake. feel me?
I feel, and that's why I feel like not the one religion account, necessarily not that, but the one thing that everybody needs to strive to put out, regardless of black, brown, white, Asian, whatever. Right, it's just love, because that's, like I've been saying the whole time, it's a bond. Like without that bond, like them atoms don't come together, and that table is not a table. Like imagine if the atoms inside your table decide they wanted to hate each other and just cut that bond off, and then your table just collapse.
Your table just fall apart and turn into dust.
Exactly. Like what the fuck, nigga? Because they don't love each other no more, and then like.
Simple.
We can't zoom out of ourselves and see what kind of galactic thing we come together as, what table we are, whatever. But we have to be able to zoom within ourselves and be like, I will love you. I do got a job to do, and that one thing that I have to do is to love the people around me. It's not, to me, honestly, to me,
it's not even that complicated.
It ain't that complicated, nor is it that hard, because loving somebody, you can love somebody and tell them shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
My mama told me to shut the fuck up.
Right. People think that if I tell you something that you don't want to hear, that somehow I'm not on yours. I don't love you, or I don't appreciate your opinion. That's not it. I may have a different perspective, but that your opinion is still valid to me. But you gotta let me have my opinion, and it's gotta be valid to you the same way. Like you gotta exchange, push, give, take, and receive, and work together with it. Exactly. I feel like we're just atoms of the world, bro. Like we're atoms of Earth.
Precisely. And Earth is just an atom of the fuck whatever, and then that's just an atom of some other shit, and you keep getting bigger, and then your brain gonna start hurting, and then you be like, well, fuck.
You're thinking too much.
Yeah, I don't feel like doing this.
So when you hit the L, and you just like,
I'm out. Bro.
But that's what the album. So the album, you know what I'm saying. This is a prelude to, as I start to I really want to hop into really building that fan base and really getting people to understand I'm doing this. I call it soul rap. Is essentially what I do. You know what I'm saying, which is the first track on the EP there. I make soul rap. I make rap for your soul to feel, and you may have a totally different perspective than my girl or myself or you or whoever, but you gonna feel it in your soul. Yeah. Something's gonna touch you in your soul somewhere. You gonna feel something's gonna hit you, and that was the purpose of this EP, to kind of get my feet wet in that lane. You know what I'm saying? That's my lane.
And I see you got what, eight songs, and then one of them is Nas. So how long you done known the homie Nas? Cause that's my boy. Yeah, I know Nas for a minute.
Nas is a good dude, man. I met Nas through a mutual friend maybe like 2 years ago, and we my boy, I don't know if y'all know Magic. Shout out to Magic Button Master Music.
Oh yeah, that's the homie. When you said Magic, I was like, I feel like I know Magic.
Man. So we both from Rock Hill. Me and Magic been working together really since I was like in high school.
He do the tape?
He didn't do he did a lot of tracks on the tape. He did the one with me and Naj.
He mixed or recorded them, or what did he
do? So he didn't record them, but he did actually produce a lot of these tracks. Okay. So he did the soul rap. He did the one with with Naj, and essentially, man, me and Naj just clicked, bro. We was just like, yo, like we just felt each other's vibe. His verse was crazy on there. You know what I mean? And he's just a real dude, man. I really like what he's doing with the folk rap. I really like the movement that he has. He's touring a lot. He's really doing his thing. So. He blessed the track, you know what I'm saying? He just showed love, and I mean that's pretty much it, man. Known him for about 2 years, and I just respect the grind. You know what I'm saying?
And for you, are you trying to get in the tour game, or you want to just really start in Charlotte? Like, what's your plan with this? I know you said you got more music in the pipeline.
Right.
You put this EP out, so what's next for What's Love?
Absolutely, man. So right now I'm definitely trying to put together a tour. I got a show that I'm putting together now that's gonna be in September. So right now I'm just hopping back into the scene in terms of performing. I got something at Crown Station on the 1st, so shout out.
Yeah, shout out KM.
KM Music.
Was that what's me? KM, Phase Guide.
Phase Guide.
Rails gonna be there?
Yeah. I don't know everybody on the list, but I know it's a dope list. It got Rails on there. Shout out Rails.
Yo, fuck you, Rails.
Rails is my dude, man.
Fuck you, Rails. And I think I stole a t-shirt from him.
You stole a t-shirt from Rails? Why you jacking shit, man?
I finessed one.
You finessed it?
Yeah, I finessed
Who finessed it out of there?
I gave him a mixtape before.
He like a big, like very white rap ass nigga, but he got a lot of love, man.
That's my nigga. We going to Maine tonight.
Right.
We going to Maine. We got that show there tomorrow. Well, this podcast is dropping on Wednesday, so
okay.
I will be in Maine or traveling back from Maine when this drops. So
yeah, man. When are you guys doing this tour, man? Because I know you're putting it together
right now. That's really my whole thing. My thing is really looking for like third, fourth quarter. There's so much music dropping in the summer.
Yeah, it's a lot of shit.
Like, yo, honestly, nigga, from Drake to Kanye, Pusha just dropped. Bro, who you got? Pusha and Drake. I got Pusha in 6.
Man, I'm glad you brought that up, man. So
I got Pusha in 6.
You got Pusha?
I got Pusha in 6.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I got Drake, but here's why I got Drake. Okay, Pusha is dope. I'm gonna be real though. I feel like this was a ploy by Kanye to draw Drake out, and this is my theory on that. If you listen to the
this is a ploy.
This is a ploy.
So
by Kanye. This is a ploy by Kanye.
Infrared track.
Yeah.
Was a ploy by Kanye to pull Drake out.
Mm-hmm.
Explain.
Okay.
I like a good conspiracy.
I love it. So here's what I'm thinking. If you listen to the Angie Martinez interview with Pusha, everything in that interview leads me to believe that Kanye had absolute creative control over this album, and here's why.
He did all the beats, yeah.
All the beats. He replaced Pusha T's album cover the night before it came out at 1 a.m. in the morning, and then he replaced several songs that Pusha T wanted on the album and replaced them with other songs. That tells me that some of the songs that we're hearing is a product of Kanye West. Yeah, Pusha T is rapping, but this whole project is a project of Kanye West. If that's the case, and you know that this Infrared song is on there, and you know some of the context that's coming out, you know that Drake's going to react. You know that. It's his chest.
I mean, not necessarily, because Drake don't respond to anybody he feel like he can't beat. So I feel like this, because like he didn't respond to
smoke with certain people.
He don't respond to Kendrick. He damn sure didn't respond to Kendrick. And then it was somebody else who called. He ain't smack. Diddy smacked the shit out of this nigga.
I feel you. So you feel like
I feel like
I got you.
I feel like that definitely could be true, because Ye is the master of free publicity. Like,
exactly, and that's what leads me to believe that's what he did. I
definitely agree with that. I feel like everybody's probably at this point trying to get niggas to bite, because you had Eminem try to do it with Trump. Trump ain't bite when he tried to sell his album, but then you had Kanye do it with Trump, and then Trump did bite. Which I say what you want about Kanye, whatever. That motherfucker's a genius. This nigga has white people talking to him, talking about. I saw Alex Jones talking about some. Listen to Kanye's music. I don't like that guy. I'm like, Alex Jones.
Alex motherfucking
Jones.
Listen to Kanye West music. You haters, y'all.
I like that guy.
This is America.
I like that guy.
Okay.
Kanye West.
Right.
But man, so I definitely can see that. Drake responding and
that quickly.
I don't think they was ready for that.
I don't think they was ready for that. And I had a conversation with my homie last night, and we were like, yo, like, how the fuck and then he just dropped another one. I don't know if you heard it. It's called I'm Upset. Oh, y'all haven't heard this yet?
Drake done back to back.
He dropped another one.
Oh, Drake done back to
SoundCloud.
Oh, Drake done back to back.
He back to back. But here's the thing, though. Pusha been going at this man, and Drake is just
that's not, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I can hear the theory, but I don't necessarily know if it was known that Drake was gonna respond.
Drake also went at Kanye.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Why do you think he did that? Because it was like, nigga, I know what you. I know what's up. I know who really pulling the strings. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to your boss, and I'm talking to you. But I'm really talking to your boss. You can get the smoke too. So that's why I think Kanye was like, you know what? Because we got Big Sean dropping, we got Kid Cudi dropping, we got Nas dropping, the whole good music dropping. Let me set it off real quick for the summer. Pusha T, what I need you to do, because Pusha T to me, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pusha T, you know what I mean? But to me, he's like a soldier. You know what I mean? He's a soldier. Kanye is a general.
He'll upon.
I need you to do this. I need you to do it like this. This is how we're gonna do it. Fuck that. I'm changing. I need more publicity. I'm changing the cover. Go get that man.
I can understand that.
What you think?
And then Drake, I mean, when I heard the Duppy freestyle, I was like, son, like the way
the works.
It's the way Drake does his diss records.
Yeah.
Because he does them effortlessly.
He does.
Or you just think this nigga is just so disgusted and appalled. Like, that's the feeling I got from Duppy. Like, this nigga was just disgusted and appalled. Like the way he.
Right.
Oh, you don't start a diss song off with a smack teeth.
Right.
Long side.
Like, word, nigga? Like, you really thought you was about to try me?
And then he just went to dismantle. But my thing is, I put it on my Twitter, I was like, the way niggas talked about Pusha T and the way Pusha T talks about himself and portrays himself, if Pusha T really is that nigga, then Drake might have just walked into the most perfectly designed trap, no pun intended, and because my man just got out the album mode. My man just dropped the album, was in the studio. Which song they took off the album from different producers. Now, how I took it when I didn't listen to the Angie video. I listened to the Breakfast Club interview, and he was saying that he had the songs recorded, took them to Ye, and Ye was like, I think I can produce them better. So he took all the production off, and then Ye, in long story short, made the new production. So I just I just thought Ye put the production on the new song, on the old song. So I had some producers do that before. But I can also imagine that it would only be in 7 songs. So I think he gave him like 13 songs, some shit, and Ye was like, nah, we only gonna do 7.
Cut this shit down.
And then he was like, nah, let's do more. And he was like, well, I'm doing like 5 albums. So that's like 35 songs I gotta produce or whatever. So I can definitely see how he would have, if it was 30, well, do 14 for easy math. If it had 14 songs, use 7, they got another 7, but where did those 7 line up next to this one duppy? You know what I'm saying? Because if you had 7 more infrareds, none of them work. Like none of them. You can empty the whole clip.
Yeah.
But them 7 infrareds not gonna hit like the duppy, because this nigga, he just read your whole entire life. Like you have to now come back and then read him. I mean, it's not like you can't easily Drake. That's why also his armor's like 25% at this point. He got a soul snatch from Rihanna. Like Chance done took his spot. He done got slapped by Diddy. Man. Drake is reeling, but you picking a fight with him right now.
Here's the issue that I have. This is the thing that I think why does Drake win his beefs, right? I think he wins his beefs because the niggas that he's beefing with are all hood niggas, or they have a persona of a hood nigga, or their character in the game is that of a hood nigga.
Yeah.
Drake is not a hood nigga, so he doesn't have to keep up with that facade. I'm not fighting you with fire, my nigga. We ain't gonna talk about how many guns I got because I'm not from the hood. So therefore, fans are no longer listening for that. It's not who's the most gangster. If you listen to like Gucci versus Gotti when they was going at it, we listening for the most hood bars, like the hood shit, the trap.
Pull up on you and shoot the whole block out.
Who gonna shoot who, mama? Like that's what we want to hear from that beef. But I don't want to hear that from Drake, and I'm not gonna hear that from Drake. And that's what makes him more, because Pusha T may come back on some hood shit, but what does that matter to a nigga that not hood?
Facts. But I'm not even in that game.
I'm not even in that realm, dog.
Yeah, like it's like when we talk about like citizens versus hood niggas, and hood niggas that I mean, a citizen go call 911 on you for being a hood nigga, because I'm not a hood nigga, bro. Right. So I don't really get in it. 90% of the world now ain't hood niggas. We know nobody is really listening for the fuck your club up no more.
Right. We do. I think our culture loves that ratchet shit.
Well, I'm talking about nobody's listening specifically for the fuck your club up. That situation where the big gun talk, like, I'm coming in here with 20. Because, like, that was cool with Lil Jon, but, like, ain't nobody trying to fuck no club up, bro.
Right.
We trying to come back tomorrow, bro. Like, what the fuck? We fucked this club up, like, that's dumb.
We can't come back no more.
Yeah, we can't come back. We get kicked out. Like, we not on that wave. So it's like when niggas, like, you got, like, I understand that because Drake has picked beef, has danced with Meek Mill. He's dancing with Pusha T. Mm-hmm. And also I think Drake wins simply because he understands this microwave culture. Like, people was telling Pusha T to respond by lunchtime yesterday. And when I was reading tweets, I was like, yeah, you should. Then I was like, no, he get just by an album, like, he put his shit out, then Drake let Drake shit cook for a little bit. He can come back like next week. He can come back next week.
We got short time. They got people's attention spans are
7 seconds
short.
That's what I'm saying. Drake lives on the tour bus, and like with the Meek Mill beef, I was telling people, well, Meek is on fucking tour like right now. Like Drake is at home. Drake can just go to the studio. Meek is on the road. Right. So unless Meek has a studio in the back of the tour bus, like, I mean, some artists do or whatever, you're not gonna get a chance to react to this nigga putting out 2 albums and two songs in 2 days. I'm on a bus going from Ontario, Canada to New York. Right. Like, I'm gonna stop in fucking Niagara Falls, go to a studio, record. Nah, bro, I got the money to go get.
I got money to get,
So it's like, you gotta understand that. Now with Pusha, I'm like,
there's no reason why you
there's no reason why
Unless
and you the head of the, not the head of the label, but
he's the president.
You're the president of the label, so you can just walk to the studio, my nigga.
Well, why? But that's what I'm saying. Why is it that I really feel as though Kanye is pulling the strings on this one? I really feel like he's pulling the strings and he is setting this up to knock it down. I feel like he's drawing more publicity to good music. He is introducing himself back in the game as the true god of rap, as they would say at this point. Jay-Z, we all know Jay-Z is Jay-Z, but Jay-Z's over here somewhere. And Drake wants to solidify himself as the true god of rap. And in order to take that,
Drake trying to ascend to that level.
Right.
Because I look at it like you have Kanye was probably in that ascension mode. I'd say Yeezus. Yeah, like, and then after Yeezus, just the time of Kanye. That nigga is.
Catch some of this?
That nigga's just looked at as a god. You know what I'm saying?
Who's that? Kanye?
Yeah, Kanye. Because you got college dropout, late registration, college dropout, late registration, then graduation. Those three, I mean, you can say all three of those are classics. I'm a Kanye stan. I'm not gonna say all three are classics. All three are major albums.
Right.
Now I'm gonna say all three are classics. Then you go My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which is what
that to me was huge.
I feel like that rocketed him out of the 1, 2, 3 best rappers in the game category, and now he's in the stratosphere, going towards he's now left Earth and he's just in motion going towards the moon, which would be where Jay-Z is at, Biggie, he's on his way there. And then by the time Jesus came out, he already landed. Because I feel like once you kind of break through the stratosphere, it don't really matter what you do.
Right, you're always gonna be that.
You're always gonna be that guy.
People may like it, they may not like it, but you're gonna always be that. I agree with you.
And then Pablo came was like his landing, and then now he was Ghost after Pablo. Like I feel like this, like you said, is him. Like I am on the moon, you still on Earth, bro, and I'm about to. I don't necessarily know if he's trying to keep Drake down on Earth.
I think he's trying to.
But I feel like he's trying to. Drake coming out this summer is gonna fuck up good music's running of the summer, because it's Drake. Anybody else, whatever. But Drake come like A$AP Rocky, ain't give a fuck. That's probably what it was. Pusha T and A$AP Rocky dropped on the same day.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a beef with Drake. Drake responds.
Outshine.
Ain't nobody talking about A$AP Rocky.
Outshine everybody.
A$AP versus Push. A$AP probably would have won that. I'm gonna just go.
If it was just they just dropped it, there was no publicity, there was no nothing.
A$AP probably would have won.
A$AP would have won that.
I ain't listened to his album. I listened to the first song, and I was like, it was called Distorted Bass, and I was like,
I mean, A$AP, I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's definitely a business guru, fashion guru. But in terms of his music right now, I'm not on his wave. But I agree with you. I think like if they just would have kept it no publicity,
A$AP probably
would have outshined.
And that would have looked bad on the whole. This is my first one, my good music rollout. So nah, I definitely think there's some conspiracy in there.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just looking at Pusha T like, bro, you on the clock, bro. Like
Pusha T, man, you gotta put up, bro. You gotta really put some shit up and put some shit out.
Cause that W
and be ready. And you had to know they knew Drake was gonna respond.
But my whole thing is, you gotta know he respond. You gotta know he good for it back to back. But the only variable is like, did you not expect him to respond this soon?
Fast.
Like that's the only variable, because it's like, if Drake responds, boom, you expect that. Drake is known for back to backs, like, so you gotta be like ready. You gotta be ready.
You got something waiting.
You don't pick a fight with Drake 3 beefs in, like not knowing his, his game. He gonna mean your ass to death. He gonna make pop culture references. He gonna try to do pop culture your ass. That's all he gonna try to do, and y'all falling for it. Y'all falling into it, and it's made me mad. Cause I'm like, bro,
you think so?
Yeah. At this point, it's like because they're not releasing no music, so it's like So it's like y'all are falling into it, especially if you already dropped another tape, like. He just repeated his same exact, you know what I'm saying? Like his same exact his movements. So if you watch a fighter and you know the nigga goes with a body punch and then a head punch, why the fuck didn't you block? Like why didn't you come for every fight for the past 10 fights he did a body punch? Why was you not expecting him to punch you in the body? So
yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a follow up. I feel like it's taking too long.
I still got pushing 6, man. Once the ball gets rolling, man, I got pushing 6, bro. I push can't.
It's taking too long though.
That's what I'm saying. That's why the ball got to get rolling soon. Because if not, I'm gonna lose my bet. If they going though, if they go back and forth, but push if push is who push say he is, and who all
push say he is, but then there was a line in that Duffy shit where the nigga was like,
you ain't even
your brother said it was his cousin then him then you, so you ain't rap what you did, you just rap what you knew. It's like whoa.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because his brother said that in the Vlad interview. I don't know if you saw the Vlad interview with No Malice, but Malice was like, yeah, like
you ain't got no malice in your heart. You're an approachable dude.
Yeah, it's like dog, like you was a little nigga when they was really out there getting it, and yeah, you was getting it, but was you really getting it? You feel me?
I feel it, man. That's what I'm saying. Like the way this whole setup is just aggravating on me for as a good music fan, because I'm like, y'all don't pick a fight with Drake at 25.
I say he should have sent Big Sean after him.
He already did. He sent Big Sean after Drake multiple times, but like
really?
Yeah, Big Sean. Like Big Sean has this Drake and Kendrick, and Kendrick has danced with Big Sean, but Big Sean ain't want to dance back. And Big Sean, outside of Kanye, Big Sean is my favorite in good music.
Oh yeah, Big Sean's dope.
Like that's my
Big
nigga.
Sean's dope.
And I'm like, you have the ability to rap with Kendrick. Like you got it. I don't. So when he didn't respond, I was kind of that a particular way because I'm like, you have been struggling to enter in that top 3. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Sean is right. He's on the cusp.
Yeah, you like stuck at perpetual 4, 5, 6 because that's just how people view you. But you've been in the game 10 years at this point. Like you should easily be in the top 3. And when you got that invite for him, he stood up, went to the dance floor. Your ass didn't go out there and dance. You sat down. It's like, bro, like that's just so aggravating. It's like, yo, that was your chance. Like, and so now the niggas on the floor dancing. You say you top 3, or you got the ability to be top 3, but you sitting down, and now it makes you look a particular way. It's gonna make it even harder for you to make it.
It's hard for him to get the top 3 spot, man. I tell you, a top 5 maybe because you got the heavy hitters is just hitting so too heavy right now. You got Drizzy, you got Cole, you got Kendrick, and they're all interchangeable at different times. Yeah. In a year, different times. In a month, like they're all interchangeable. Last month it was Cole. 2 months ago.
I still say, I'll say 3 months ago was Kendrick. Last month was Cole, and then like right now, because like you'll say Drake will be in that 3 position the past 2-3 months because he's been in the bottom. But right now, I'll say Drake and Cole like 1A, 1B.
1A, 1B, they're interchangeable right now.
Cole dropped the whole album, but Drake dropped the freestyle. So it's like that's huge. That's how those 3 they just that whole like it's just a rotation like that big 3 rotation.
If they ever go on tour together,
that's a dumb dog.
That's gonna be nigga what?
But at the same time,
the Titan tour. I'm copywriting that. Nobody take that.
The Titan tour. Yeah, that'd be fire as shit, bro. So who's your top 5?
My top 5 alive?
All time.
All time. Okay. Damn. You gonna put me on the spot?
On the spot. They ain't gotta be in order.
It's all good. All right. Here we go. So I'm going. Jay-Z.
I can agree with that.
I'm going Biggie Smalls.
Okay.
I'm going Pop.
Top 3, okay.
I'm going. Who am I going after that?
That's a solid Pop 3. That's a solid. I don't think anybody will argue with you on that top 3.
Okay. Yeah, those are my top. Those are my top 3. I gotta narrow down my top 2. I don't want to forget about anybody, but I'm putting Cole in there, just because he's from the Carolinas. Maybe I'm a little biased, but I'm putting Cole in there. I am a huge Cole fan, so definitely Cole. And then I am going. Who do I want to go after that? I'm gonna give it to Drake.
You put Drake in the top 5 all time. I put Drake in my top 5 artists of all time. I don't necessarily know if I put him in my top 5 rap. Like specifically
so we talking about like being a spitter? Are we talking about influence?
It's just in general. It's in general. In general. Like my rapper, like I say, artist overall, like Drake is an amazing artist. Not a huge fan of Drake, but you can't deny the artistry. Like my nigga rap sings fucking acts. Like, my nigga does a little bit of everything. So I definitely got to put him in there as artist. I'm gonna say my top 5, no order. I'm going Kanye, Jay-Z, Andre 3000. For the skill, I'm going Lupe Fiasco. I'm actually gonna go Lupe up into the cool, because then like after that,
kind of a decline.
but it wasn't. See, that's the thing. I don't necessarily think it was a decline in the rap. It was so much of a spike in his ability to rap that I'm just not trying to hear that shit.
It was so far gone.
Yeah, like I can't listen to Mural. Like Mural is just like
Mural was
too many bars.
Nuts. I mean,
I'm sitting here reading
Mural
it.
was nuts.
I'm reading it like,
Mural.
God damn, like
yeah.
this nigga just hit bars on bars on bars, and then let me see my 5th. Damn.
It's hard, right?
Yeah, I know, cause like Pac and Biggie already are they not in the top 5 already. I didn't grow up on Pac. I didn't grow up on Biggie.
True.
I respect what they did. Yeah. It's not a personal top 5 for me, cause I don't listen to music. Damn, who would I put in that 5th spot? I think just based off of the all-timeness, I would put Pac in there over Biggie, just because I listened to Biggie's Ready to Die album, and that shit was vulgar as shit.
Oh, that shit was
crazy. I was like,
he was popping crazy, ridiculous shit.
I was like, wow, y'all talking about mumble rappers. Like, this nigga was killing people with babies, he was killing women. I'm like, y'all niggas is...
Yo, Biggie was wildin'. His flow was so, like... Yeah, it was almost effortless. Like every bar,
it was
like water, dog, like that. So to me, that is why he's in my top. But I will say, my top 5, my last 5th one, I gotta say Kanye and Drake are interchangeable, influence wise, is what I feel like.
Yeah, Kanye's influence on the game, I feel like he's
huge.
He fathered everybody after like 2009. Really.
Yeah,
like everybody after 2009 is a Kanye baby in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's the way they rap, whether it's their appearance, whether it's the imagery,
right?
Like,
just the music, like the Travis Scott's, the production, just the way that people move in the game.
You would see a hint of Kanye in like everybody, and it's just crazy. It was like this nigga he came in with a backpack and a polo.
Totally different,
like,
outside the box.
Totally different. Rapping after being in a car accident, and now this nigga is one of the most, if not the most influential artist in the game at this moment. Cause it's like you got artists that rap and artists that maybe you could say bigger than him in lifetime, but influential. Like I don't think there's anybody any more influential than Kanye.
Nah.
Like at this moment in time.
No, absolutely not. The only reason why I put Drake and him interchangeable at 5 is because there was a lot of Drake offspring too. A lot of it. You got Bryson Tiller. You got
all these singing ass niggas.
Coco Bangs was like the epitome of I am the next Drake. You got motherfucker.
What the fuck happened to August Alsina, which was a skinny Kurt Cobain.
Right. Then you had what's my guy's name? Kid Ink, who I think is still.
I was about to say.
You know what I mean? Like there was a bunch of little Drake offsprings that there was a whole influx of rappers auto tuning and
rap singing.
That rap singing. I think Kanye started it. Drake elevated it.
Yeah, I would say Drake perfected it into what it is now.
Yeah.
Because even now, like Drake, I don't know. I feel like Drake has like an 8-song rotation, and then he just makes like different versions of the 8 songs. Because he has the singing songs that he does. He always gonna rap about some girl, how the girl broke his heart. That's just what he does.
Always.
But he's just so good at what he does.
So good. I mean,
that's the only way I can read past it. He's just so good
bro.
at what he does.
Just hold on, we going home. Those type of songs. He been doing that since fucking
Take me later.
Find your love.
I better find your love. Same exact song.
Same shit.
Fireworks. All that, but that's not the same song as that one. But Fireworks, it's another song he has. Just like he has, like I said, 8 songs that he rinses and repeats. And for me, like as a rapper, I mean, it gets to a point where I'm kind of like aggravated because I be like, damn, this nigga be doing the same shit. And I be out here trying to goddamn. But at the end of the day, I think we all just really, even with like Yo What's Love EP, we're putting music out, see which ones stick. Oh, bet y'all like that one? Oh, y'all like this one too? Alright, well, I know I'm going to stick with these 2 kind of ranges. I'm going to like do some extra shit over here. Oh, y'all like this? Alright, well, I'm going to add this to the repertoire.
Until you perfect it.
Until you perfect it, and then you be somebody like Drake who's been in the game for 12, 13 years. I got it perfected now, bro. I can just, you know what I'm saying, pump out what I want to do. Do you have your next project already recorded? Like, do you know where you're going after What's Love? Or, like, you really just going to see, you know what I'm saying, people fuck with it?
I mean, I do have an idea of where I want to go with it. I wanna stay in that lane. It may not be like What's Love 2, but it may be a
soul rap.
Something similar to soul. It's gonna be a soul rap as a genre. It will continue to be that. I think I kind of found
where,
yeah, I kind of found where I want to go and who I am in terms of what I want people to hear from me, see from BradleyCLT, and I may do things outside the box or try different things. But at the end of the day, I'm just gonna be true to me. You know what I mean? And I feel like this What's Love shit and the conscious love theory is where I want to go. Who I want to be in the game. That's me.
That's the message that you want to put out.
Yeah.
And I mean, I can't wait to pop this in. I mean, I'm about to get in the car and drive out.
Yeah, man.
Pop this in. Listen to this shit, because I mean, I'm excited after talking to you and then just looking at the track list, the soul rap, What's Love, and I see you got the interlude. Everybody pulling out interludes now. I might have to get my interlude game back in. And then Love Changes, which is facts. And so I see the whole theme about it on the tape, Out of Reach, names, the cost, and then is that Problems freestyle? That's the Problems from Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Like, I mean, I can definitely see the whole how even with the names, it all kind of goes back to what's love, like what actually is love, what love is. The fact that love does change, and then can you talk about the Out of Reach though?
Sure. So Out of Reach,
is
basically like you're trying to hit a certain validation or admiration, but it's out of your reach.
You can't reach it, yeah.
And it may be within a person. It could be within this fucking rap game. It could be, shit, I don't know, getting love from your mama. Maybe you and your mama got beef. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways you could spin it. But that one got bars, so I definitely want you to check that one out. That's all bars.
And that's exactly what I was thinking when I saw the name Out of Reach, especially, you know, a lot of people don't put out cohesive projects.
Right.
Or
conceptual
things. They were like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, number 2 is about these bitches I was fucking, but then number 3 is about how I want a relationship. So it's like,
yeah. It's like,
I don't know what the fuck I'm listening to, so I definitely appreciate I can definitely see the thought, and I hear the thought, and I see it even in the names. It's an actual cohesive project, and then I see right now, obviously, I have the physical. Where else is the tape at?
Absolutely. So the tape is pretty much everywhere, man. I actually got signed by a label in New York called Bentley.
Oh, okay, nigga, rich. All right,
so, I ain't rich, man, but you know they look out in terms of definitely artist development and really just helping me pinpoint my next moves on an independent level.
They help it with like promotion, or what they help with anything with?
So really and truly, man, the agreement that we have is, you know, I'm still trying to get paid just like every other struggling artist, hungry artist. I'm not out here trying to stunt, you know what I mean? So they put me in a position really and truly to help me book shows in other states, you know what I'm saying? Like, and make sure I'm connected with different A&Rs, staying in contact with different people when I'm ready to drop a project, when to drop a project. And just like I said, man, artist development in terms of making sure I'm on Spotify and doing that correctly, making sure like my followers are increasing quarter by quarter. Yeah. So that's the kind of stuff that they're educating me with. We got a pretty good thing going on. So, but in terms of where the music is at, like I said, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, iTunes, whatever's easier for you to get, it's on there.
Alright, well shit, I'm definitely gonna check this shit out. I got a long ass road trip to Maine today.
You got a road trip, man?
So I'm about to listen to it, bro.
Yeah, man.
Man, I appreciate you coming through, Bradley.
Absolutely,
with
man.
Conscious Love Theory.
Yeah, baby.
That shit's hard, bro. And man, thank y'all for tuning in. This is YoCLT Raps. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, y'all follow him. I'm gonna go ahead and put all the links in the description so you can follow him, listen to What's Love. It's BradleyCLT, it's Tizzy Farragami. Appreciate y'all tuning in, and we out.